The Trido Chemical pump packages come in many configurations from a single chemical pump to as many as 8 chemical pumps operating off the same drive actuator. The chemical pump package can have one or more chemical storage tanks on the injection skid. The Trido Chemical pump packages have 5 main components. The chemical pumps. They are located in a black box that requires a wrench to open. With the cover removed, you'll be able to see the chemical pumps and pump drive system. The chemical tanks. If the skid comes with more than one chemical tank, mark the tanks with the chemical in each of the tanks, then follow the tubing from each tank to the chemical injection pumps. Identify which tanks are connected to the individual pumps for future reference. Also, there will be a sight glass for each pump, as this will be used for calibrating the individual pumps later. Solar panels. They don't require setup or adjustments other than ensuring that they face south and are in direct sun. The battery box, depending on the power requirements of the pumps, will contain 2 to 8 deep cycle batteries. Ensure the battery terminals are connected in series to provide 24 volts and ensure the connectors are tight. The control panel. It contains one or more controllers for the chemical pump motors. It also contains the fuse holders, which double as disconnects for the batteries, solar array, controllers, and motor connections. The solar panel controller or controllers are also in the control panel. The solar controllers have signal light indicators for battery charge status and solar activity. When starting the Trido Chemical pump package for the first time, there are a few checks to do before startup. Ensure that all the piping from the chemical pump package to the final destination is complete and all the destination valves are open. Check that the packing nuts on the pumps are tight. Open the valves from the tanks to the pumps and check the piping for leaks. With the chemical tanks filled and no leaks detected, go to the controller panel to initiate the chemical pump primary startup process. With the controller panel door open, first look for the solar panel controller, which is usually mounted below the main pump controller. Close the fuses for the batteries first. The batteries should be fully charged prior to startup. Next, close the fuse for the solar array panel. This will power up the controller panel. The solar controller indicator lights show the status of the batteries and solar array. A green light on the battery status indicators show the batteries are charged and ready to go. Next, close the fuse for the controller to power it up. It will go through a startup sequence. Note, on some panel setups include a switch on the motor controller circuit that must be in the on position for the controller to power up. Once the startup sequence is complete, the set rate screen will be displayed. This set rate is a pump actuator speed in strokes per minute. If the actuator powers a single pump, refer to these charts. They will show the theoretical speed required for the pump for each piston size to deliver the desired volume. Since the actual volume delivered will vary by such things as condition of the pump, the back pressure in the system, and the viscosity of the liquid being pumped, the actual volume delivered is determined by using the sight glass. This is covered in the calibration video, Final Calibrating Chemical Pump Packages. If the actuator is powering more than one pump, each of the pumps must be set up separately. As the chemical pumps all run off a single actuator, the actuator speed and individual pump settings are easily explained in a video on the Trido website under the Resources tab. Look for the video Final Calibrating Chemical Pump Packages and the Excel spreadsheet called Trido Multi-Head Calibration Tool. The video goes through the calibration steps to set the packages up to get the correct volumes from each pump. The first part of the video goes through the use of the spreadsheet and how to set up each chemical pump to pump the theoretical correct volumes. The last part of the video goes through the calibration steps using the sight glass to accurately calibrate the pumps to the actual volumes required. Watch the video and fill out the spreadsheet for your situation. After making the pump adjustments and entering the actuator set rate in the controller, you have now set up the Trido Chemical Pump Package and it's ready to turn into service.